Countdown is on for Montana's biggest game of the entire year, the Brawl of the Wild. We have new details to share about where ESPN's College Game Day is setting up Saturday. Fans can gather at the practice area between Bobcat Stadium and the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. The show runs from 7 to 10 a.m., so you will need to get there early. Montana State is expecting a packed crowd.
Buddy comes in and says College Game Day is coming, and I just wake up from College Date, they're coming, and I was just so excited.
A dream for college football fans. Every week during football season, campuses around the country fight to be on the national spotlight for ESPN's College Game Day.
Well, I've watched College Game Day from growing up because I watch college football with my family quite often.
That spotlight for the first time ever will be in Bozeman for Montana's biggest sports week.
So having the honor of them coming to Bozeman, especially for Cat Grizz, and be here is super cool.
So the fact that they're here this year is awesome.
Coming off a trip to the national championship last season, students at MSU have been riding high, and now they're excited to showcase the success of the university to a national audience.
And I never thought it would actually happen.
While many students around campus are excited for the experience, some will stay home.
I feel like it's going to make the whole place a mess for a whole week.
For those diehard fans, they'll be ready bright and early to showcase their Bobcat pride.
I think I'm probably getting up at 5 to probably try to get there for game day.
That's because College Game Day will start at 7 in the morning our time.
I am going to try really hard to get behind them during their broadcast. That would be super cool, get my poster up.
As students and fans fill Bobcat Stadium under the shadow of the Bridgers, no Brawl of the Wild is complete without...
Definitely something to slammer the Grizzlies.
I'm Edgar Cidio in Bozeman, MTN News.
Before the Cats and Grizz battle on the football field, make sure you catch our Big Sky Showdown. That's Friday night at 6 and Saturday morning at 11. Kickoff is at noon on your local MTN station.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Another day where we're going to stay below average with those highs and those lows. Let's take a look at those projected highs today. We may get warmer than some of what these temperatures are indicating, but we'll go with 27 for the high today in our state capital, Helena, 29 in Missoula, 37 though in Cut Bank, so we'll get above freezing there. 29 in Havre along the High Line, Glasgow, getting up to about 24 today. Down in Butte, up to 30, 28 in Bozeman, 33, just above the freezing mark. In Billings, we'll go 25 in Miles City. Down in northern parts of Wyoming, Cody up to 31, as well as Worland. A little bit cooler in Sheridan, up to about 30 this afternoon. So we have, you don't see it here, but what's going to be dropping out of the north as we get into Wednesday, Thursday, a very strong cold front. What does that mean for us weather-wise? I'll let you know with the main forecast coming up.
Winter weather is causing major problems on the Ashland Divide between Lame Deer and Ashland. In fact, St. Labret Catholic Schools in Ashland is closed today, as well as Chief Dullknife College in Lame Deer. Rosebud County deputies, state authorities, and the BIA are all helping stranded and stuck motorists. Most of Highway 212 in Montana is closed to traffic, including all of Highway 212 in Rosebud County. The public is strongly urged to travel for emergency purposes only. Red Robin in Missoula's Southgate Mall is closing its doors indefinitely, citing staffing shortages and changes to the restaurant industry post-pandemic. The company's Facebook post says the restaurant is closed due to a severe staffing shortage, and they will reopen when they can hire and train cooks and servers.
Whether you're a journalist or simply a scanner junkie, police scanners are a go-to tool. But starting Tuesday, you won't hear much from these devices. The city of Billings is encrypting all city law enforcement radio communications.
It's going to be a 55-year-old male. He is awake and breathing. He fell.
It's information that you can listen to with a flip of a switch.
There's going to be an engine, ambulance, no code response.
But starting Tuesday,
we now have the ability to encrypt radio traffic going from the dispatchers and to the officers.
The public will no longer be able to listen to radio traffic between Billings PD and the Yellowstone County Emergency Communications Center. Chief Rich St. John says maintaining the safety of his officers was a huge factor.
We have found that you have a criminal element with whether it's a scanner or various applications out there that we're monitoring our operations, monitoring the arrival and departure and the deployment of officers, which is is terribly unsafe.
But the move comes at a time when many are calling for law enforcement to improve their transparency.
It's removing a tool that journalists have been using for decades to keep the public informed, and it just makes it harder for them to do their jobs.
Jeff Roberts is the executive director of the Colorado Freedom of Information Coalition. He saw the impact when police departments in Denver and Aurora started encrypting their radio communications.
The news organization then is really totally reliant on the police to tweet something, to put out a news release, to tell them about incidents in a timely manner. It's also a really important tool for holding law enforcement agencies accountable.
Confidential information was being picked up either by scanners and then shared by social media. At the end of the day, we are responsible for that information.
Chief Rich St. John sees it differently. While this is a first for Montana, he says encrypted scanners are already the norm in many other cities across the country, and he promises transparency won't be a problem.
We continue to make our announcements via Twitter and social media, and to increase that even on things that are of lesser importance, if you will.
In Billings, Alina Howder, MTN News.